So Alfie Best, I've just got off the phone with Alfie. It's 10 o'clock here in the UK, and Alfie's just given me one of the biggest challenges of my life. As some of you may know, over the last 2 years, I've gotten to know Alfie Best, more and more every single day. And in December last year, we formed and created a property training company, and with long-term goals to help people grow their property portfolios. And we've always had these words since day one, creating wealth, changing lives. And so Alfie said to me in Barbados, Bradley, now over the next 6 weeks, now that we've launched the initial interest in the property consortium, over the next 6 weeks, I want you actively, more active than ever before, to open up the channels, to start searching for more properties. Here's 5 or 6 of my really key and core contacts. Connect up with them, start searching, start looking for the properties so that we can offer these investment opportunities to our joint venture members and partners. So I'm really excited because working with Alfie, as many of you can imagine, is quite an exciting opportunity, but it's hard graft. It's not easy, but anything that's good never is. And I want to explain to you a little bit about how the Property Investment Consortium works, because you may be watching right now and you could be an everyday person like me. I'm not a multi-millionaire, suddenly times richest. That's Alfie. But I'm a normal, hard-working entrepreneur, maybe like you, or a career individual. And you want to get the very best investment and return for your money. And with COVID and all the banks and all the challenges, that's why we've created the Alfie Best Property Growth Consortium. Now, most companies that advertise on social media to say, well, look, we've got property investment opportunities for you. We're going to pay you this return. We're going to pay you this return. We looked at it and we looked at the market, and, we've been so careful not to do exactly the same as what the other property investment companies are doing. Now, bear with me, because this is really, really exciting, and really want you to listen to this, because we wanted to create wealth, we wanted to change lives, and we have come up with something that's incredible. Everything here at Alfie Best, and under the Alfie Best brand and Alfie Best Property Growth, is about being an entrepreneur. So what we're doing is this: every project that we go and find, whether it's a residential property, commercial, park homes, leisure parks, land, a commercial to residential conversion, buying a distressed business that's got land for redevelopment, we are creating a limited company for each project. That project will need X amount of investment. You, as our investors and now partners, you're going to be in a partnership with Alfie Best and myself in a limited company for that project. And that project, let's say it's land and we develop 5 high-end houses, 750 grand each, sale value, a £3 million deal, and that's going to take £1.5 million to fund the deal. We're going to bring you in as a shareholder and a partner in that limited company. Now, bear with me, because this is where it gets really exciting, because you can invest from £10,000 to 25,000, 50,000, 75,000, all the way to 250,000 plus. That limited company, that one singular project, and there's going to be many, we will source the land. We will buy the land below market value. We'll always look at least 30% below market value, so we've got a profit straight away. We will get planning approval in place. We'll create the best architecture and design and control and deliver the complete project, the construction, the time frames and the package, but you will be a part of this journey. And once the project's finished, if it was residential high-end homes, for example, and then we sold them, exiting at £3 million, the profit that's in the limited company is shared 50-50 between our partners within that limited company. Now, we have a management fee for managing the project at Alfie Best Property Growth, but here is the most incredible and exciting thing. There's hands-on investors and there's hands-off investors. There's investors, for example, or going to be our partners, that have no time because they're so busy, but they've got a lot of money. And there's other people that have time, but they've probably got less money. It doesn't matter where you are in your financial career, we are going to help you improve your financial standing. We're going to give you the knowledge of how we find the properties, how we find the asset, how we develop it, how we build it, because we've also got a training academy. So once the project is sold, we're selling the houses, we still have the limited company, and we have you as partners with Alfie Best and myself. And what we do then, sorry, messages are going absolutely crazy. And what we do then is we say you can exit and take your profit out. And whatever you're going to make, you're going to make. It will be a 50% share of the net profits of the deal, less our management fee. And then you've got an opportunity to say, well, actually, I've earned a lot of money. I don't want to take my money out. Can I keep it in the limited company? And can I stay with you as a partnership? And the answer is yes. Because if you've invested, let's say, £25,000 and you've had a 25% return or more, and I'm not stating numbers because each deal is different. Sometimes we're going to double our money. Each deal is appraised on its own merit, but then you can keep your money in that deal, and we'll have a number of investors, and we'll then go forward again with that limited company and buy more properties and keep building it. Almost like it's not a pension, but it's an incredible growth plan, because the Alfie Best brand is now worth £700 million and growing every single day. The growth curve has been over 3,000%, and I'm not a betting man, but if I was going to bet on someone, and I did, I bet on Alfie Best, and I knocked down his door every day to say, Alfie, I want to come and work with you. So we're going to create wealth, we're going to change lives, and we want you to be a part of that. So please, wherever you are in the country or indeed around the world tonight, think about what's going on with the COVID virus and the changes, and think about how do we future-proof our investments. It's by going to somebody that's an expert in their field with a proven track record. And Alfie says, we are going to make millionaires. And he's just given me the biggest challenge to now go out for 6 weeks and start sourcing. So we've got good stock of opportunity. But as we have them, because we buy so cheaply, it will be first come, first serve. So we'll put up an opportunity and then we'll email it out. We'll put it on social media. This is your opportunity. Log in now to the membership portal and click whether or not you want in. And it's going to be incredible. And I'll tell you why it's going to be incredible, because some of you are sitting at home and you've got money sitting there, £10,000, £20,000, £30,000, and you don't know what to do with it. You're so concerned. And I am too. I'm not concerned now, because if you want to build your own property company, then what we'll do for you is we'll say, okay, well, starting from a minimum investment of 10K, up to £250,000 plus, and we have got a Millionaires Club starting, but put that aside for a moment and bear with me, so I've got something else to tell you. You will also be able to come into the Property Training Academy. Now, we train 3 nights a week. On Tuesday nights, we train park homes, leisure parks, lodges, which is an incredible opportunity for you to be able to buy your own park and lodge home at some stage. We train on entrepreneurship and business building on Wednesdays, and on Thursdays we train on bricks and mortar property, and we have a training school. So if you want to invest in a project, not only will we take you through the project and show you how we do it, because we want to teach you, we want to give you the knowledge. We don't want to just take your money and say, well, here's your profit. We want to show you how we do it. We want to give you the insights. We want to show you how we buy, how we source. We want to show you how we build and how we buy cost effectively, because we're going to be leveraging on the purchasing power of a company that's got over £400 million worth of assets. And I am excited tonight, and I'm numb tonight, because this helps everyday ordinary people become something more. Because when you let go of who you think you are, you can become who you're truly meant to be. And also for our experienced investors that want to really scale up their businesses, that really want to start taking their property assets. They might have a dozen HMOs, they might have a dozen service accommodations, they might have a portfolio, 5, 6, 7 houses, whatever the case may be, but they want to really get into something that can elevate them. Just the other day, I was talking in a group of high-profile investors, and I asked them, what they thought about helping everyday people all the way through to experienced investors, but helping them and training them and coaching them along the way so they can become self-sufficient. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think most investors, most of our partners within each of the projects, we have lots of limited companies, lots of projects, and I think it'll become a competition, because I think it'll be, well, this limited company, they got that return, and it's going to be incredible. We're going to meet at head office here at Thurrock. We're going to travel out to different events around the company when it's safe to do so. We meet online and talk and discuss strategy. We're going to help you change your life, and I've worked my whole life for this moment. And for me personally, there's been many times in my life in the businesses that I've owned and done, and I wondered why I knew so much about property, or why I was always in the home improvement sector, kitchens, bathrooms, conservatories, loft extensions, driveways, construction. I never really become professionally focused on property, and I am now, and I'm so excited. It's got to be 10:30. I'm finishing up now. But listen, go to alfiebestpropertygrowth.com / Consortium. Let me put the link in there for you. And what you can do is you can pledge your investment level. And there's no commitment right now, because we're not going to take money off of anybody without speaking to you first to see who you are, where you're from. We want to get to know you. But you can go right now to the website link I've just posted in the thread, and you can put an initial pledge. In the next 6 weeks, we're building up all the pledges from our potential investors and partners. And when the investments go live in 6 weeks, it's first come, first serve. Now, in this next 6 weeks, should you want to join our training academy, we can start training you right now. Should you just wish to follow us on Facebook at Alfie Best Property Growth, just to see where we're going before you're comfortable to make a decision that you might want to pledge, and there's no commitment. You make your pledge, the message comes through to me and Alfie. We then call you, and we want to know who you are, where you're going. We want to know about your family. We want to know about your crew. We want to know where you're at. We want to know where you want to go. We're looking for people with guts and courage. We're looking for people that want to change their life. And it's not easy at times. We found something. We've created something. And I can tell you, this year for me, like many other business owners, it's not been easy, because we only started the company last December. We put our first 2 events on in February and March. We'd planned 25 events with the original strategy, with always the consortium in mind, and we had to cancel all 25 events. And I can tell you, financially, mentally, it hurt. But you find a way forward, don't you? And that's what Alfie Best always teaches us to do: turn problems into opportunities. Well, today is your opportunity to go to alfiebestpropertygrowth.com /consortium. Click on any of the buttons from 10k to 250k, and we'll welcome you after a conversation, and we're happy with each other, as a new potential partner in the Alfie Best Property Growth Consortium. And here's another thing: Alfie's in Barbados, it's 5 hours behind, and he said to me, Brad, we'll get all these different projects up and running. He gave me 6 numbers out of his little black book. I'm always saying, Alfie, Kim, open your little black book, give me some numbers, buddy. He gave me 6 numbers of contact, and the rest also I have to bring through, because that's part of my training, because he's my mentor. And he said, look, I'm just refurbishing 11 of my villas in Barbados. He said, I can now hold 50 people. He said, let's look forward to all of our new individuals that are part of our property consortium within the next 12 months, all flying out to Barbados, sitting together as a group of business partners and investors, sipping back on a red label beer and having lobster, and saying that we did it, and enjoying the views that he's enjoying right now in Barbados. Now, I'm sweating my balls off right now at the office, and I'm going to go home, but have a look at the website and click on a pledge. There's no commitment, and I'll give you a call. It's going to change everything. I know it is. Have a great evening. I'm Bradley Chapman, for those of you that don't know me, and I come to graft, and I come to sweat, and I come to grow. So creating wealth, changing lives. We'd love to change yours. Have a great evening. God bless.